Unit 12 Vocabulary. August. The august landscape at the national park was so mesmerizing that it inspired me to take a picture. I cannot reiterate enough how moving it was to stand among such ancient nature. If your grandmother is august, she is deserving of respect and admiration, or old and tired. Averse. My niece is quite averse to cleaning her room. My sister bribes her with ice cream and money to get her to clean it. If you are averse to trying new ideas, you would happily try one. True, because you enjoy trying new things. False, because you have a dislike for trying new things. Disparage. My boss's disparaging remarks about my proposal left me feeling belittled and devalued. How could something I worked so hard on be that bad? You would like to be friends with someone who disparages you. True, they probably provide solace for you. False, because they probably make you feel like less of a person. Empathy. Having empathy towards others is an essential part of being a good person. If you cannot put yourself in others' shoes, you may never understand where they are coming from. Someone who feels empathy for those who are less fortunate would likely donate money to them. True, false. Impetus. Although Ashley hates taking out the trash and cleaning the bathroom, her need for buying a prom dress has acted as an impetus for her to earn an allowance. Impetus most nearly means a driving force or a force that puts an end to something. Implacable. The woman was so angry that her meal came out wrong. She remained implacable even after being given a new meal for free and a gift card for her next visit. If a baby is implacable, she won't stop crying no matter what her mom does to try to help, will take a bottle and fall asleep. Placate. The plane was delayed 12 hours, so the airline gave out free food vouchers in order to placate their angry customers. What might placate an overexcited dog? Being forced to lay down, or getting pet and fed treats? Premeditated. Jill knew that she was not ready for the test on Monday, so she had a premeditated plan to get her mom to let her stay home from school. She knew exactly what she was going to say before she even woke up. Which example would have been premeditated? Stepping on the back of someone's shoe in the hallway, or sticking your foot out so that someone would trip over it? Opponent. Everyone expected the United States basketball team to win against Spain very easily. However, the Spanish team proved to be a fierce opponent, and it was not as easy as expected. If a school has a bellicose opponent, a rivalry is likely between them. True, false. Receptive. Young children are more receptive to do things if they see their parents doing it first because they know that it is safe. A receptive person is not willing to listen to new ideas. True, false. Repress. John was not very happy with his parents' decision to move, but he had to repress his feelings because he knew his mom would yell at him if he gave them a hard time. Mary woke up extremely hungry, but she could not repress her hunger because she had no time to eat throughout the day, which definition matches how the word is used in context. To check by or as if by pressure, to put down by force, or to hold in by self-control. Spontaneous. Instead of formulating a schedule for spring break, we decided to be spontaneous and do something different each day. If you got a spontaneous nosebleed, it was caused by getting punched in the nose, or it just happened naturally. Stately. All of the people in the kingdom were inspired by the stately princess. She dressed in a meticulously designed gowns, and it was considered magnificently elegant by all. Which is an example of something that is stately? A spectacular mansion or a plain office building? Suppress. The school administration tried to suppress the rumor that the school mascot would be changing from a stallion to a bumblebee. However, it eventually became clear that everyone believed it, and the false story would persevere. If feelings of anger have been suppressed for years, a person might be willing to calmly discuss why they have been feeling this way for so long, or lash out and become violent. Succumb. Even though she had a fever, Eva refused to succumb to her cold. She still played in her lacrosse game and went out with the team after they won. If you succumbed to an illness, you were able to fight it off and got better, or you got sick and had to stay in bed all week. Supercilious. The supercilious snob gave the beggar a cursory look and did not bother to stop and have a conversation with him or offer him help. A supercilious upperclassman would offer to help a new underclassman find their way around the building. True, because they are altruistic and benevolent, or false, because they are arrogant and haughty. Tacit. Chuck has a tacit understanding of his best friend's feelings. He does not have to talk to his friend to elucidate how they are feeling. He understands without his friend having to say anything. If you have a tacit agreement with someone, would you need to sign a contract to confirm? No, because you have an unsaid mutual understanding. Or yes, because you need to confirm whether or not you agree on the terms. Unfeigned. Even though I know he is acting, Liam Hemsworth is so natural in every role that he plays that his characters seem totally unfeigned and real. If your smile is unfeigned, people may think you are a snob because you're pretending to smile at them, or you're happy because you smile genuinely at them. Venal. Hoping that the police officer who just pulled him over was a venal man, Mr. Jones tried to bribe him with a $20 bill to get out of his speeding ticket. Subsequently, Mr. Jones ended up in jail for attempting a bribe on a police officer. If a teacher is venal and nonchalantly accepts a bribe, she will most likely win Teacher of the Year or get fired for accepting a bribe. Zeal. Mark had an undeniable zeal for life. He was passionate in everything he did because he wholeheartedly believed the expression, "Live every moment as if it were your last." Typically, students are full of zeal on their graduation day because they are celebrating the successful completion of 4 years of schooling. True, they are full of enthusiasm and excitement, or false, they are sad and full of dismay.